Internal conflict is one of the most exhausting battles because there is no obvious enemy standing in front of you. The struggle happens silently inside your own mind, where two different parts of you seem to want completely different lives. One part wants to stay, another wants to leave. One part wants to speak, another fears the consequences. One part wants change, while another desperately clings to what feels familiar. From the outside, you may appear indecisive, inconsistent, or emotionally distant, but internally, you are constantly negotiating between desire, fear, responsibility, guilt, and uncertainty. You may spend hours analyzing simple decisions, imagining every possible outcome until even choosing becomes exhausting. You know what you want, yet somehow cannot move toward it, because another part of you is convinced that pursuing it will create pain, disappointment, or rejection. Relationships can become especially confusing because you may deeply care about someone while simultaneously feeling an overwhelming urge to create distance. You may crave independence but fear loneliness, desire success but fear the responsibility that comes with it, or want to forgive someone while still feeling angry about what happened. This constant contradiction creates emotional exhaustion because the mind never experiences true rest. Even when nothing is happening externally, an internal argument continues in the background. The greatest tragedy of internal conflict is that it can make you distrust yourself. You begin wondering which voice represents the real you, and eventually you may depend on other people to make decisions you once could have made confidently. Sometimes the conflict exists because your values have changed, while your life has not changed with them. Sometimes it comes from unresolved emotional wounds, unrealistic expectations, or fear of disappointing people whose approval still matters deeply to you. Recognizing these signs is not about forcing yourself to make immediate decisions. Inner conflict often becomes clearer when you stop demanding certainty and start listening honestly to the different needs competing within you. Ask yourself what you truly want, what you are afraid of losing, whose expectations you are carrying, and whether your current choices reflect your values or simply your fears. Healing begins when you stop treating your inner contradictions as evidence that something is wrong with you. Different parts of you can want different things, and understanding them is often the first step toward integration. You do not need to silence every fear before moving forward. You need to understand which voice deserves to lead. Real peace arrives when your decisions begin reflecting who you genuinely are rather than who you are afraid of disappointing.